Welcome to another fascinating episode of PsychWSigmund. Today we're going to delve into a crucial concept that affects us all, psychological safety. You might be wondering what this term means and why it's essential in psychology. Well, let me break it down for you in simple terms. Psychological safety refers to the feeling of being secure and supported in your social environment, where you can express yourself without fear of judgment, rejection, or punishment. It's about feeling comfortable sharing your thoughts, emotions, and ideas with others, knowing that you'll be heard and respected. This concept has been around for several decades, but it gained significant attention in the 1960s with the work of psychologist Edgar Scheim. He introduced the idea that psychological safety is a fundamental human need, essential for our well-being and ability to thrive in social environments. Since then, numerous researchers have built upon Scheim's work, exploring the intricacies of psychological safety and its implications for various aspects of human behavior. From a theoretical perspective, psychological safety is closely tied to attachment theory, which suggests that our early relationships with caregivers shape our expectations and perceptions of safety in social interactions. According to attachment theorists like John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, a secure attachment style is characterized by feelings of safety, trust, and comfort in the presence of others. This foundation of psychological safety enables us to explore, learn, and form meaningful relationships throughout our lives. Another crucial framework for understanding psychological safety is self-determination theory, developed by Edward Deci and Richard Ryan. This theory posits that humans have three innate psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When these needs are met, we experience a sense of psychological safety, which in turn fosters motivation, creativity, and overall well-being. Research has consistently shown that psychological safety is essential for effective teamwork, collaboration, and communication. A study by Amy Edmondson, a renowned expert on psychological safety, found that teams with high levels of psychological safety were more likely to report mistakes, share knowledge, and engage in constructive conflict. This, in turn, led to better performance, improved decision-making, and increased job satisfaction. In everyday life, understanding psychological safety can be incredibly beneficial. For instance, imagine you're in a meeting at work and you have an innovative idea that could improve your team's performance. If you feel psychologically safe, you'll be more likely to share your idea, even if it means taking a risk. On the other hand, if you fear being judged or rejected, you might keep your idea to yourself, potentially missing out on an opportunity for growth and collaboration. Therapeutically, cultivating psychological safety is essential in building trust and rapport with clients. As my colleagues in the field would agree, creating a safe and non-judgmental space allows individuals to explore their thoughts and emotions more freely, which can lead to deeper insights and more effective therapy outcomes. Techniques like active listening, empathy, and validation are crucial in establishing psychological safety in therapeutic relationships. A fascinating example of psychological safety in action comes from the world of education. A study by David Yeager and his colleagues found that when teachers created a psychologically safe classroom environment, students were more likely to take risks, ask questions, and engage in deeper learning. This, in turn, led to improved academic performance, increased motivation, and better social relationships among students. In addition to these examples, research has also explored the neural mechanisms underlying psychological safety. Studies using neuroimaging techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, have shown that psychological safety is associated with activity in brain regions involved in social cognition, emotion regulation, and reward processing. This suggests that psychological safety is not just a psychological construct, but also a neurobiological phenomenon. In today's fast-paced, often competitive world, it's easy to overlook the importance of creating safe spaces for ourselves and others. However, by prioritizing psychological safety, we can foster a culture of openness, empathy, and mutual respect. So, take a moment to consider how you can promote psychological safety in your own life, whether it's in your personal relationships or professional endeavors. You might ask yourself, What are some small changes I can make to create a safer, more supportive environment for those around me? How can I cultivate a sense of psychological safety in my daily interactions, whether it's with family, friends, or colleagues? By reflecting on these questions and taking action, you can begin to build stronger, more meaningful relationships and improve your overall well-being. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.